Right, so activity 4 is very similar to activity 3, but there's one extra step. So the first two bullet points are the same. We welcome the person at the school, we ask for their name. But this time we're also going to put a message on the screen saying, pleased to meet you, plus whatever their name is. So you already know how to output something to the screen. Hopefully you've remembered it is the, have a think. Yep, the print command, hopefully you got that. But this time we also want to use the input that the user gave. So to do that, if I just go to Trinket again and add to this, instead of asking what is your name with a print command this time, we're going to use an input. And we need a variable as well. So a variable is something that stores information. It's like a box. You can kind of put something in and then you can take it out later to see what it is. You can put something different in, take that out later to see what it is. So it's called a variable because the contents of it, what's inside it, can change. So we're going to call our variable name. And then we're going to say, what is your name? Except we need to add something called an input. So after the equals, we put input, and then the what is your name, we put in brackets, like that. So the variable name is going to store the name. So when one person uses a program, that could be Amanda, that could be the name. Someone else could use the program, they might type in something different, the name might be Bob, okay? So that's why it's called a variable, because the name that's actually stored in there can change depending on who's using the program and what they've typed in. So name equals input, what is your name? So if we play that now, you can see this time it gives us a little box afterwards where we can type something in. But then it doesn't do anything else. And what we wanted to do now is put a little welcome message on the screen that says, pleased to meet you, and whatever the name is. So we need to print again, in quotes, pleased to meet you. And then what we can do here is we can put plus, or you could use a comma, they both work, name. Now there is going to be a problem, but I'll show you what this looks like first. So we play that again. What is your name? My name, let's say Karen, that's obviously not my name. Now we've got a problem here. Pleased to meet you, Karen, but there's no space in between the you and the Karen. So the reason for that is everything in quotes here is the text that we're going to put on the screen. And then that's going to be followed directly by the variable where it's stored the name. What all we need to do here is just put a space before the quote, and it'll include a space. So what is your name? Pablo. Pleased to meet you, space, Pablo. This time it's worked, okay? So that's how to do this. So you can give that a go now, put it in your journal. If you finish that, once you've got that screenshot in your journal, have a go at the stretch activity underneath where you can make your own program and play around a little bit with the skills that you've just learned.